is so hot in here. I'm getting like upper lip sweat. We're already putting this to the test. Alright, so today it's Foundation Friday. There have been so many new releases. I have them down below in a Foundation Friday playlist. If I haven't reviewed any yet that you've seen come out, they're coming. But today we're going to be talking about the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. So this foundation retails for $36. It comes in 40 shades and you get where's the ounces? 1 fluid ounce of product, standard fluid ounce. So I picked up the shade 1.1, which says fair light with a neutral undertone. We'll see how the shade goes. I feel like $36 is a pretty good price point. Like it's around Clinique kind of pricing. So the description of this says a weightless 24-hour full coverage foundation with oil and shine control, which is waterproof, sweat resistant, and won't look cakey or cause blemishes. It says it has a matte finish. It does say it's for all skin types. And when I was reading the oil and shine control claim, I was kind of like, uh-oh. But then it also has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, which is great. It's cruelty free, and it also says it's supposed to be creamy, give you incredible coverage, and feel remarkably lightweight. So I'm going to insert swatches right here so we can see how the shade 1.1 compares to some of my other foundations. Alright, so swatches right here is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 1.1. Here's the Pat McGrath foundation I reviewed in the shade Light 3. Urban Decay Stayed Naked foundation in the shade 20NN, also have a review on this one. Zero Life Proof in 101, which is my closest shade match. L'Oreal Fresh Wear in 400, and NARS Sheer Glow in Siberia. So if you're excited for Foundation Friday and you enjoy this video while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I have a playlist down below with lots of other foundation reviews. You can check them out. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, it is 8:48 in the morning when we're starting this. I was just having a moment with my good old fan because it feels like it is approximately 102 degrees in this room. But here's what the box looks like. I am super excited to try this one because it is supposed to be full coverage and it says it has a matte finish. No idea if the shade I chose is going to work. It looks a little bit dark. Whoops. When I'm trying to pick a shade online, I kind of would rather go like a little bit dark than too white because I just feel like super ghostly when I go too light, but I may have gone like way too dark with this one. So I probably could have been in like the 0 point range, not the 1 point. It says this is supposed to be heat proof and sweat proof, right? Yeah, sweat and humidity resistant. Great, because I am already sweating. So it comes in a squeeze tube right here, which is really nice for traveling and it's just light and easy to carry. Yeah, I definitely chose a caffeine. I definitely chose a shade too dark. Okay, let's just go ahead and start out with the brush on this side of my face. I'll do a sponge on the other side. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah to this coverage. Definitely looks like full coverage off the bat. Okay, my face is very yellow and very dark. This would probably be my like self-tanner shade, it looks like. So if you're around my skin tone, definitely don't do what I did. Go in the 0 point range. Oh shit, that is looking good. Looks like full coverage, but it still looks like skin, even though it is giving off like a satin matte finish right now. It doesn't look like powdery matte, but maybe it'll kind of set down a little bit. But right now, it is looking beautiful. It's not like clinging around my nose or around my mouth. It looks just super smooth and soft. Wow. I don't know why I'm having a full-on hot flash right now. Does anyone else get like that after you shower? You like instantly, no matter what temperature it is outside, just start schwitzing. Oh my god. Okay, looking beautiful. I'm excited to see what this looks like with a sponge. Let's see if we still get full coverage. This is like total full coverage. I do think this would cover acne. Little bit goes a long way. I still have a ton of product on the palette. I just dabbed my sponge in one time and this is spreading to my entire face. I'm just really dragging this down my neck. I feel like you could definitely go sponge or brush with this one, so just whatever you prefer. They're looking almost exactly the same. I think, yeah, both sides look like equally smooth, gave the same kind of coverage. For some reason I like the brush side a little bit better. It looks like a little bit more blended or something. My forehead looks good. I love the finish. I love that it still has like a little bit of a skin-like look to it, but it definitely looks like more matte foundation and full coverage. So it is looking freaking beautiful right now. Hopefully once I have the rest of my makeup on, I can kind of like lighten up my face a little bit with some concealer. I'm not going to put concealer anywhere else. I'll just put it under my eyes. Hopefully this will look wearable. It is Sunday, so I was planning on doing some things in the public, outside in the world, you know. But right now it is 8:55, so I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and we'll be right back. Oh wait, to the touch. Feels slightly tacky, but I'm going to give it a couple minutes because this one does feel like it might set down and I won't need to powder right here. I actually think I could blend stuff though. Okay, it's now 9:18, but we're calling the check-in time at 9 o'clock since that's when I finished up with my face. So I didn't have to powder, which was amazing. It set down enough to where I could blend blush, bronzer, highlight on top totally fine. There is a little bit of tackiness, barely any. Like, it's not bad. I don't feel like I need to powder. And the shade is looking better on camera, I think, because I'm wearing such a high neckline. I feel like it also has oxidized maybe like half a shade, so I think if I was buying the correct shade, I'd probably go maybe down half a shade, assuming that it's going to darken a little bit. So just keep that in mind. But so far with the rest of my makeup on, it is looking so pretty. I love how it has such good coverage, but it still looks like skin. But on the rest of my face for makeup, I use the Algenist Color Correcting Bronzer, which looks nothing on your face like it does in the pan. It's actually pretty warm, like a little bit too warm. It looks like it's going to be really nice and cool in the pan, but don't let it fool you. For blush, I use Buxom Seychelles, one of my favorites. Where'd my highlight go? Here she is. I use Becca Moonstone for a highlight. For eyeshadow, I use the Naked Reloaded palette again. Obsessed with this. I used Angel Fire on my lids and just wet it with some MAC Fix Plus and then put on some of the nude kind of brown shades. And then for lips, I used Laura Mercier Plumberry Liner, and then I topped it with this liquid lipstick from Sephora. This is number 32. So let's go see what this looks like in natural lighting, and we'll do a flash test. I feel like I need to blend this blush a little more on that side, but we can ignore that. But let's see how it looks. Pretty good. I feel like it looks a little bit more makeup-y. Like I can just see it a little bit more, but not bad at all. I think it still looks really nice. I definitely need to blend a little more on that side. Whoops. I think it still looks really nice. It just looks slightly more makeup-y. Like I can just see it, so I'm hoping that doesn't get kind of worse throughout the day, but overall still looks really nice. So let's do a flash test here. Okay, it looks really nice in flash. Like, I don't think there's any kind of bounce back, and it also has the right amount of glow in flash. You know how some foundations can just give you like the major forehead golf ball glow kind of look? This one just looks like soft and flattering, and you can still see a little bit of a glow, but it's not like too intense. So that's where we're at right now. I'll see you guys in a few hours back in natural lighting. Okay, I'm in Rachel's new room. Yeah. Moving day, and it is 2:07, so the foundation's been on for 5 hours. We don't have a mirror in here yet, so I'm just gonna try and use this viewfinder. But I have looked in my car mirror a few times and then just out and about. I really like the coverage, and I feel like if I put on a setting spray over top and put on some kind of like blurring powder around my pores, I think it would look pretty good if I had the right shade. I think it's mostly the shade thing that I'm not liking. I'm looking like green on here. Light, where are you? Let there be light. Oh, that's a little better. I feel like I look so green right now. Oops. Wow, I'm in the plant right now. Dedication. Excuse me, friend. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a little bit better lighting. I like it. I still like it. I think if I had the right shade into those couple things, it would look a lot better. So I'll see you guys at the end of the night back in natural lighting. All right. I look like a hot mess. I've just been running around doing chores. I've been full on sweating because it's like 80 degrees. I decided to wear a sweatshirt today, and I've just been breaking down boxes, doing laundry, like all of that good stuff. So I've definitely put this to the sweat test, and so let me tell you the time. It's 7:04, so it's been on for 10 hours at this point. I have to say, even though I look dewy, I think it looks pretty good. Like, it's not really breaking down anywhere. I do think if you have oily skin, you definitely have to powder this one because I'm looking like a little bit too dewy around my nose area. I don't mind it because it hasn't like broken down, and I feel like if I had the right shade, let me try and get like the shade real accurate back here. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, there we go. I feel like if I had the right shade, I would think it would look like great right now. Like, it's still full on there, even though I've been sweating and touching my face and like doing stuff. I really like it. I'm excited to wear this again. I'm definitely ordering my right shade right now. I'll probably go like probably like 4 shades lighter, definitely in the 0 point something range. I'll just choose like whatever has a neutral undertone. So that was just my bad, but I am going to keep that shade and just wear it when I have self tanner on, since I do really like the formula of this. I love the coverage. I love how it just like glides on. It doesn't feel heavy, and it does feel like a creamy foundation, but still feels somewhat lightweight. I think if you wanted less coverage and even more of like a lightweight look, you could just use way less product and like blend it all over your face, and probably a super tiny amount would cover it. If you want more of a full coverage, opaque kind of coverage look, I do think you can achieve that too. So I'm really excited about this one. I feel like this one is a winner. I'm excited to play around with it too. Like I feel like this will look beautiful once I do some different like primers and setting spray and stuff. I feel like I can get this one to look even better. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Foundation Friday. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.